Hey, shh. Welcome to week 6. But also, welcome to the first week of archery deer hunting. I'm here in my deluxe tree stand at 18 feet above the ground. Shh, don't say anything. Quiet. It's very important. Okay, maybe I got a little carried away with that tree stand thing. Oh, I don't guess I don't have to whisper anymore, do I? Right. Okay. Welcome to week 6, entitled Who? No, it's not Who. What is my world view? Do you have an apostolic Pentecostal worldview? Do you have a Christian worldview? Do you have a biblical worldview? Do you have a supernaturalist worldview? Do you have a naturalist worldview? Do you have a secular worldview? Do you have an atheistic worldview? Do you have a shopping worldview? Or do you have a hunting worldview? Some people do. But week 6, creation science. It's the same week as archery season 2. So I know what my priorities are. I'm in Texas Bible College and creation science and trying to kill something in creation. Oh, sorry for all you animal lovers there. Sorry about that. Week 6 is going to look at what kind of worldview you have. You may have never sit down to analyze exactly what worldview you have, or you've made a big assumption of what your worldview is. So we're going to look at some video tutorials that are very, very interesting, telling us the difference between various tutorials and various situations and circumstances of that. But it's also going to get down to the fundamental beliefs that you have. Because if you look at that one video tutorial that gives you that graphic display, it says, what is real? When you can define what is real, the earth and all of that we see is real, but there is a supernatural existing world that we cannot see. Also, you may have a supernaturalist worldview of things. So what is real to you produces beliefs. One God. His name is Jesus. It produces beliefs. I don't believe there is a God. All there is what we have and what we can see, and after we're dead, nothing. That's an exciting one. But what you determine to be real and true becomes what your belief system says. And your belief system creates values, and values create behavior. Pretty cool, huh? What is real, what is true, produces your beliefs, which produce your values, your way of living, your morality, your ethics, or lack thereof, and eventually, subsequently, your beliefs and your values produce behavior. So this morning I went deer hunting because I have a deer hunting worldview. I want to call it a sub-worldview. Certainly you can tell it never controls exactly what's going on in my life. I'm fully capable of dealing with multiple issues and situations. But I have to make this video for you, and I could be out there. There is this huge buck out there. I have him on camera. I think I need to get my worldview under control. So I'm going to have you do a 250-word reflection this week. If your last name begins with a letter between A and N, you're going to do a reflection on the reading assignment 1. If your last name begins with a letter between O and Z, you're going to do reading assignment 2. So it's arbitrary. I'm getting half of us, or about half of us, to do reading assignment 1, and about half of us do reading assignment 2. Though it's not required this week, I'm going to encourage you to comment on other people's reflection, because I can tell from reading your reflections and reading all your comments, and yes, it takes a long time to do that. I make these personal sacrifices for the school, you understand. I can tell you like to interact. You like to talk about it. That's a good post. That was a great reflection you posted today. Or did you consider this part of that issue? And let me comment on that. So I encourage you to continue all that commenting. It's not specifically required this week, but I'm going to encourage you to comment anyway. After this week, you should turn in that reflection, by the way, by next Wednesday before midnight. And then you need to examine other quizzes and other reflections, whether you've done them or not. And then I'm going to ask you to turn every reflection and every quiz in. It's very important. My rule is no zeros in anything. Okay? And then the next week is week 7. It's the midterm. So start reviewing your video tutorials. Start reviewing my lessons that I've sent you, lesson videos. Look at the reading materials. And then we'll select a means to determine how much of the first half of the course you've really understood well. I promise you it will be very fair and equitable. And we'll talk about that in week 7. It'll probably be closer to the end of week 7, maybe sometime between Wednesday and Friday. Okay? Wait, I heard something. Shh. Yes, something's coming out of the bushes over on the next door neighbor. Oh, sorry. It is the next door neighbor. Okay. So, let's have a great week 6. We're halfway through. We'll soon be done with the midterm and start moving on into the second half. I've enjoyed it a lot. I hope you've enjoyed it a lot. See you again in week 7. God bless you.